imagine yourself at the gym, of course, that's what I do. Imagine yourself at the gym in the free weights section, surrounded by all these big dudes. You don't know what you're doing, you're kind of new, you smells weird, you don't know what you're doing. You walk up to a barbell. What's your first instinct? You pull it. And that's exactly what you do. I'm going to tell you guys about the deadlift. It's one of my favorite exercises. I have been going to the gym now for about maybe a year seriously, and I've done a bunch of research on this, and I love living that lifestyle of healthy and, you know, just the healthy, uppity kind of working out lifestyle. I enjoy taking care of myself, getting bigger and stuff. And so I'm going to tell you guys just basically about the deadlift, what it is, what it looks like. My main points are going to be what the deadlift is. I'm going to give you a basic summary of the exercise. I'm going to tell you what major muscles it targets in the body. And then finally, I'm going to demonstrate the deadlift for you guys in these pants. So first off, the deadlift is a full body exercise, so it targets more of the major muscles as opposed to a targeting exercise or a, I can't think of the word, but it doesn't target smaller muscles. It targets the bigger muscles of the full body. And so when you deadlift, you go up to the barbell and you have it on the floor, and it's a lifting exercise and it's a pull. So you pull instead of push. And the targeted muscles are, it's going to target your quads, which are the upper legs. It's the biggest muscle in your legs. And it targets the front and the sides of your quads. And so it's going to make those bigger, it's going to make those more defined. And people think for some reason that when you lift, you're going to turn into Mr. Olympia the next day, and that's not true. But it also targets your back, so if you don't care about, you know, having giant, like, thunder thighs, it's great for just working the strength of your lower back. And then it also targets your core, and that's great because core also strengthens your back. And so it's not just a lower back targeting exercise, but because your core is stronger, you have less stress on your lower back, and therefore you're going to have a stronger entire midsection, and it just allows for more pulling, I guess. And then finally, it works your neck, believe it or not. My neck used to be like tiny, and because of the neck position that you do, you kind of tuck your neck and lift. That action kind of builds the muscles in your neck, believe it or not. I know that's weird, but I actually have a quote from C.J. Murphy. He's a strongman. He participates in competitions for lifting, and he writes for Men's Health. I actually read an article from him, and he says, "Strength is the foundation of performance. When all else is equal, a strong guy will run faster, hit harder, and last longer than a weakling. Find out how strong you are with the deadlift, which tests your legs, hips, back, and grip." And finally, it tests your grip strength, which is basically your forearms. It makes it so you can hold more and you can also lift more, because when your wrists and your forearms are stronger, you're not going to have as hard of a time holding on to the weight, and so you're able to actually lift more. And finally, I'm going to demonstrate the deadlift for you guys with attention to safety and form, because those are the two most important things when you go to the gym. So, like I said, you start at the floor. You start at about shoulder width apart, maybe a little further depending on how long your legs are and how proportionate you are. So you start with your legs at about, shoulder width apart, and your wrists are going to be a little bit in from shoulder width, and you're going to push your butt back. And so you push your butt back down and you drop. Neck is neutral, so you don't put strain on your neck, because that's the most important part, because if it's not in line with your spine, you can actually throw out your spine and it causes, paralysis. So you do this, and then once you keep your neck neutral, you can focus on the lift, and you've got your grip strength like this, and you've got a mixed grip, because this keeps your back more in line and your shoulders are stronger, so it's more of a neutral locked position. You keep your back straight, because that's the most important part. You can actually pretty much break your back, not literally, but you can actually completely just throw your back out of whack, and it's not good, so you want to keep your back as straight as possible. So you keep your back straight, butt back, neck neutral, grip strength, focus, and then you just lift, and then you flex your butt, you flex your back, and you flex your shoulders, and so you squeeze, and that is how you do the deadlift. And in conclusion, I showed you guys what a deadlift is, what it looks like, what muscles it targets, and the benefits of it for your grip strength, your overall muscle tone, and your full body definition. Thank you.